Guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on our wishlist account. We are 24 days in. That is right, guys. 24, so just over 3 weeks. We are in chapter 28, starting to make consistent, solid progression in here. And of course, guys, we are running Damon. Now, Damon did get a new artifact. That is right. We did get the barricade out of there with the chintzy, cheesy team that we have. Unfortunately, we couldn't use the Mercs. We couldn't use the Barrows. We had to go through there, but we did pull it off. It did take a little bit of time, but we got through there and made it very successful. Now we have a couple more summons in here, still trying to build up Ivan a little bit higher, still trying to get that plus 30 signature item. We just need some more red chests out of here, guys. And I'm also going to go show you the Temporal Rift. I want to hop into some of the Abyssal Expedition, which is not going as well as I would hope. But overall, guys, we just need more essence. We'll be able to take our 5th hero to level 200, which means that we'll be able to take Damon to 240, which is where we want him, guys. We are still looking, fingers crossed, for a copy of Ivan. One more, guys, and we'll be there. And there it is. Right off the bat, we get a copy of Ivan. So looking at that build, I want to go ahead and build him out. And finally, guys, we have him up to the Ascended version. Now remember, this, of course, is going to translate into a very, very big buff when it comes to Damon being built out. Now, we also want to build out Silas. We need 2 more copies of Silas. Grez, we just need a little bit more food, and we will have him built out as well. So again, we're in a pretty good place right now as far as progression-wise to get them built, and that is our 4th Ascended hero. That is right. And again, Grez, just a little bit of food. We'll have our 5th Ascended hero, 4 of the 5 already being in that Graveborn faction. And I'm hoping that with these guys, we're going to swap over some of these to the Wilders. Because again, I know we get a little bit of food, but there's a copy of Namora, which we really didn't need. We have 3 stones here, which is going to yield us. I've seen a Trichia, but there is Iran. Not a ton of effectiveness, not a ton in the 5-pull anymore. And a second copy of Namora. We might actually use that as food. And then we do have Trichia in there. A couple more of our rare stones. And again, I'm hoping that we can get lucky with some of our summons. We have 35 no faction scrolls. We've actually gotten to the point of AFK Arena that they're not giving us a ton of those faction scrolls in there, but we are getting a lot of the common scrolls now, which is nice because it's not the faction scrolls. The common scrolls, of course, have the ability or the chance to pull an Awakened hero, guys. We are still 0 for forever. Temple of Time, I am saving the cards with the Awakened version of Shamira that is going to be coming. I want to see if we can get a copy. But we got 3 pulls out of here, guys, and then 1 with diamonds. There is an elite, which gives us a copy of Mishka right off the bat. Very nice. Just took Mishka up to that legendary plus. And a double right there, guys, which is Palmer and Edwin. Very nice. So there is another copy of Palmer. Hoping that we can pull out a couple more, guys. And there is a copy of Naruko. Naruko, of course, that is going to be the second one, guys. But no red chests yet. We are still hoping and praying, fingers crossed, that we would get to the point of getting red chests, but it does not seem like we're going to. And our final summon out of here, boom, gives us Angelo, but that also does give us a card. Again, we're looking at the Wilders now. Got a copy of Orin. I will absolutely take it, guys, as we continue to build some of these heroes out. I would have loved to seen a couple more copies of Ivan, but again, where we're at, that gives us a copy of Naruko. Naruko, guys, tremendously effective in a lot of different game modes. Absolutely. So we have 1 right there, guys. I'm actually going to use some of my food down here just to take Palmer up a little bit higher. Again, utility-wise, Lightbearer Tower-wise, Palmer and Rowan in here. We need some more damage dealers. But honestly, when you look at the Lightbearer faction, you have the Awakened version of Belinda. You have Thane. Very, very strong. You do have Scarlet in here. Scarlet is probably going to be the only one in the driving force within this faction. Now in here again, we have Scrath built up a little bit. We got a signature item. Naruko, I believe we just have the 1 right there, guys, which is unfortunate, but Naruko does have a ton of utility in AFK Arena. So you know what? I'm just going to use some of my food. Rest of these, I don't want to use Namisu yet. But I'm at the point where I have to build up some of these heroes, even though I don't have the other copies of them. I need to build them out a little bit higher just to make progression. I am so stuck in progression in so many different game modes. It's kind of crazy. So even Trichia right here, guys, I am going to use, we're going to save Peanut. I'm going to use this copy of Namora because I'm not going to build Namora on this account. Then we do have our second copy right there. Building out Ira will be ideal. With this one, I kind of went back and forth with Mishka or using Trishia, but I know we do have copies of Trishia. We have copies of Mishka. I am going to build Trishia. I'm going to go Mythic right there, guys. I'm going to save the other one. So there is the signature item. Starting to get a lot more heroes built. Then, of course, do we have food? We have 1, 2, and I'm not going to use the copies of Grez. We just need more food. More food within the faction, and then we'd have Grez up to Ascended as well. But I'm super stoked to see that we have Ivan built up quite a bit higher, guys. And of course, the tanking aspect right there. Feel the stars, we max this thing out. Now, Oak in. Again, with Shamira coming, I'm just going to save these. I'm going to save, but I know we're going to be able to pop Ivan in here. Of course, gives us our third. Even putting any furniture on him, guys, will make a big difference. Honestly, I don't know if we have any yet. That's actually a good question to equip. I don't think we have any furniture. So you know what? Because of that, I'm going to do some summons. I know, again, it's going to be a long time before we build out Shamira. I want to do a couple, or we don't even have enough. We don't have any in here to actually build them out. That's okay, though. We added him in there. Probably shouldn't have wasted the diamonds. Didn't even think about not having anything to build him out with in there. And we also need the engraving, guys. We have the material for the engraving. We'll pick up our time emblem out of there. Again, picking up all of our emblems. This we are just saving at this point. And we're starting to see the discount, guys. We have a 10% discount rate here. Barracks, of course, just waiting on the reset. Labyrinth coins, we're just waiting to build these out. Challenger, we're already at 1010, which we're building out Mulan. So very, very solid with progression. Now, a couple other things that players had questions about in the dailies, guys. Looking at the Temporal Rift. The Rift I have been stuck at, and I believe this is it, guys. We have 45 hours till the season ends. I have been stuck with this team. I've tried a ton. I cannot get through this team, guys, with Oden and Silas. Silas is honestly probably the biggest bane that I have found in AFK Arena. But looking at auto battling, even looking at regular battling, I don't have many heroes in here that can really do much. Short of hopefully Damon, guys, if we could get them down, and we can't. Going through here again and again, we're not going to be able to get them down. But even looking at the build is over here, guys, they are 309. So they are completely built out where we are not at all. I'm running Elite. I'm running Legendary. Plus, we do not have anything to really combat this. Even with the build that we have in the Beacon, I'm running 15 or 20 trade enhancer right here. Still don't have anything to build out within there. Now, in addition, guys, like I was saying with the Bizzle Expedition, slowly but surely we're going through this game mode, guys. We've gotten to the point where we've been able to build out our tanking tree. Just need to take a tier 5, which is going to be hard. I think I'm just going to partner with somebody else to take one of these tier 5s. Once I get a tier 5, I'll be built up a little bit higher, but I will be able to get this a little bit bigger. I've also been building out this one a little bit. So we've actually been going in here and building out some of this as well. Again, for the effectiveness, because I've had to actually split my tree between both of them. And I know a lot of players were kind of wondering about this, but again, I had to split the tree between both of these, but I'm hoping this is going to give us some more insight. This is also going to mitigate, that way the tanks can take down a tier 5. I'm going to have to try it, guys. I went through a bunch of variations of comps. I tried a lot, even looking at the team, guys. We are still at difficult just because, again, I don't have the heroes built. Even though I have them stacked behind with relics, we're almost to Earl, which we should be pretty quick. But overall, the tiers have been incredibly difficult to get through. And I've been just essentially running out of resources, or I don't have my second team in here to get through the tier 5s. I'm hoping I can find one, and I'm hoping that I can find it and effectively just go through and break out that tier 5 in there. Now, of course, Arcane Labyrinth, guys, this will be, I believe, the 12th time that we've run this. And like I was saying earlier with the Peaks of Time, I wish I could get a little higher than 14 in here. But Wandering Balloon, we're going to have to make a little bit more to get out Maria 80 or 2820, which we're almost there to continue the progression in there, guys. But I'm hoping, again, fingers crossed with Ivan, that we can build him out a little bit further. And then, of course, we're just waiting to get everyone to 200. That way we can actually carry. We just need resources, guys. We need like 20,000 essence in here. We'll be able to take them all to 200. And then, of course, we'll be able to take Damon up to that 240 mark. And also, guys, like I said, we are 24 days in. Right there, 24 days in, 28 chapters in. So we're going to have to make some progression. And I'm really hoping, again, that Ivan is going to be the key to getting through this progression. I'm again, fingers crossed. I hope between Ivan and Damon that we're going to be able to take these down, that we're going to be able to get the buff high enough to get through. And even looking here, guys, heroes like Grez, effective in this game mode. I need him built up a little bit further. I wonder if even like a Rowan would make a big difference in here to get that shield up faster. I'm going to have to go through here, guys, and see exactly what works. But guys, that'll do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.